Hello, my lights and loves. Welcome to my little cosmic corner of the universe. I'm so happy that I have my space set up now to where I can record. I got this gorgeous new chair. I picked out these curtains. My husband hung them. And I have some pillows on the side, but I just like this close up, so yeah. Anyways, this is the first YouTube video that I am making in my new little setup. I have a new ring light. She's gorge. You know, she's making me look just divine over here. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm not really nervous as much as I have so many ideas that it's like giving me like paralysis. Like I don't know where to start. And so now that I've actually like got ready for the day, I feel cute, I feel good, I'm in channel, and I'm sitting in front of this camera like, what do I say? Where do I start? I know as soon as I like open my mouth that things will come flowing out, even if it's like a rocky start or I feel awkward or cringy, like I'm still gonna get through it. I know after my first video that like I'll probably pump out a bunch more and be more in flow, but for right now, this is what I'm rocking with. I guess I wanted to start off this very first video as like a light language tapping video, which most of my YouTube videos will be about. I also sat down this morning and kind of created a list of just projects that I want to work on, videos that I want to create. I have like 3 years of notes in my phone on courses I want to create and like master classes I want to do and things like that, that I just really haven't found. I don't know. I've been procrastinating it because I did not have a good setup to record before, but now I do, so there's no more excuses. Um, and yeah, so I just wrote it all down, and then I'm like looking at it and I'm like, oh my God, where do I even start? But there has been a certain topic that's really been on my mind a lot lately, but really today, once I got into channel, it was just like kept popping up into my light language and my channeling this morning. And I have been seeing a lot online about people working with, dragon lineage and like ancestry. And I'm currently reading the Sophia Code. So I have been working with her Divine Dragon tribe. And the last chapter I read was about Green Tara, and I hadn't really channeled her or hadn't seen her present since I read that chapter until today. And I was visited by a green dragon, and for some reason, I was told that it was like the green dragon of Tibet. So I've been kind of like researching that more and leaning into that more, and then also something to do with like, and I'm sorry if I don't say words correctly. I should probably look them up, how to pronounce them before I make a video, so don't come at me. I'll do that next time. But there's like this dragon temple, cave, structure, whatever you want to call it, in Egypt, and it's called Sinai. And so I was kind of like doing a little bit of research. It seems like they're two kind of ley lines on different sides of the world, and so maybe I'm meant to blend like the eastern and western ley lines. Um, that's just a lot of random tangent there, but to get to my point, heaven on earth has come up a lot, especially with reading this book, and how we're in the golden age of miracles, and we're also in the age of Aquarius right now. So it's just like a really big, juicy time to step into your power and create the life that you were destined to live. Because it's your literal divine birthright to enjoy the life that you're living, enjoy who you are. You know, I'm trying to tangents. I'm trying to not remove, but I'm trying to be more intentional with the words that I use, how I phrase them, and how I want to move within this new business paradigm. because in the past it's very much been like healing and higher timelines and higher self and this and that. And I feel like with the crap that the spiritual community has been getting lately online and about like spiritual psychosis and all of these like not so positive things, I want to not necessarily scare people away, but I just want to do a better job of blending my cosmic and divine knowledge into, like our humanity and trying to blend it in a way that makes sense for our human life and isn't just some like enlightened spiritual, like by the book kind of. I don't know what the words I'm looking for now, but I just want to move and embody in a way that people can relate to, and they don't have to feel like they have to get up every morning and drink cacao and cleanse their body and, live in complete alignment and always be positive and always be in the light and, like doing your spiritual practices every single day and just always being this like pinnacle of spirituality. And for a very long time, I thought that that's what I had to do to live the life that I dream of living. And like, it created a lot of guilt and shame. And so when I wasn't, doing my spiritual practices, or maybe I was taking a little bit of a step back to enjoy worldly things and go out with my friends and dance the night away at a concert. There's just like so many juicy parts of life that you can miss out on if you're just like so like rigid and by the book. And that's something that I've really been trying to understand and navigate in my own personal life lately. And I mean, I have a Libra stellium and a Libra sun and a Libra Venus. And I just feel like my life has been calling in more balance. I mean, we're obviously in Libra season right now too, and Venus is also in Libra. So balance and harmony has been a very big theme for me lately, and just trying to define even what balance means for me. Because I mean, on one hand, I want to be this like absolutely fit, snatched, flat stomach girl who, eats all her veggies and fruits and, like takes good care of her health. And I'm very, very like in tune and aware of my health because it's been a journey for the past 3 years. And I'm just to a point now where it's like, I don't want that to always be the main focus of my life, of always trying to heal my gut or, worrying about what I'm eating or like, oh my gosh, this thing has canola oil in it and I know it's going to make me inflamed. Like, I'm just creating those like neural pathways to like tell my body that like nothing I do or nothing I eat is okay or safe. And it's just like I just keep tipping the scales like one way or another, and I'm trying to find that balance where my scales are even, or where they just don't like tip to the extreme. Like, of course, with balance, it's not always going to be even, but you at least have some give and take before you meet in the middle instead of just being like this, hello, and this. So that's just one example, because, like, obviously food and health has been just a really, really big journey for me, on top of my spiritual journey, my life journey, and everything else that, you just go through in this human experience. Um, but yeah, sorry, I really go on tangents, especially when I'm not really certain how this video is gonna go. But uh, to get back to the point here, heaven on earth, right? What does heaven on earth mean to you? I think that this term sounds better and is more aligned with me and my um, future going forward and where I want to take my business in this new paradigm, I feel like heaven on earth is more aligned than dream life. Um, Even though I love talking about manifesting your dream life and attracting your dream life, and I mean that's what my life has been about, like that's what I feel like I can offer, is to help you just create a life that makes you happy, as simple terms as that. um, but as I've been working with my guides and channeling more, this is literally a time where we are living heaven on earth. And that's like what we were designed to do. Like that's what earth was here for, was for us to create our own reality, for us to be in control, for us to experience all of the feelings of humanity. Um, and so how do we do that, right? How do we create a heaven on earth? And my first step would be to create heaven within yourself. Um, you have to be, that living example internally for your reality to change and for you to see that externally. So I started to birth this idea of like a mastermind. It's very baby birthing stages right now. Um, but I think I want to do like a mastermind on creating your own heaven on earth, where I can like walk you through what that looks like and how you can do that. Uh, and so there's many more thoughts to come on that. And also just, like the creation of it. But I thought it would be just nice to introduce my thought, my creation. um, Sometimes I really just get like a stream of thought and it becomes a tangent, and then I lose that stream and I don't know how to jump back in. Anyways, heaven on earth. Yeah. So yeah, I thought we could just start off with like a channeling and light language activation and tapping, so that we can start planting the seeds of you creating your own heaven on earth and what that means to you, what that looks like to you. I think that's the, beginning steps and stages, is just really like envisioning and planning out and, planting that seed and letting it grow. And of course, we'll water it along the way too. So, anyways, I'm gonna drink some water, and you should too, because I've reached a point where my brain is mush and I don't know where to take it from here. So, I'm just giving you the rawness of my thought process and my authentic self, because I don't know who else to be and I don't quite know what I'm doing. So, thank you for taking this journey with me. And I'm sure many of you can relate to the brain blockage that I have going on right now. Hopefully I can freaking chop this video up and edit to make it look good, but you know what? Maybe I won't. And I'll just keep it like this. Okay, I'm getting water. Be right back. I just really like to be silly when I don't know what else to do. Okay, I've got water. You got water. Let's drink some. And now, silliness aside, I just want you to get in a comfortable space. And you can be sitting, you can be laying. I mean, whenever I do guided meditations, like I literally will put my headphones on, I put my sleeping mask on, and I just block out the world. And I have to get like really dark to go inward, or else like all of the lights and everything distract me. But that's just me. Do what works for you. I'm gonna channel some light language. Maybe we'll also lead into a guided meditation. We'll just kind of see where this time together takes us, okay? Actually, I think I'm gonna start off with guided meditation. burps for confirmation. If you are not new to energy work, you know burping is just moving the energy. But if you are new, that's all that is. So excuse me for being a little disgusting, but it's part of being an energy healer. Okay. Seriously. Let's close our eyes. We're just going to take some deep breaths in through our nose, and you'll hold it at the top. Release through your mouth, hold it at the bottom, and repeat the sequence. Okay? And with each breath that you take, ground deeper and deeper into your body. Start with your toes and wiggle them. Your feet that keep you planted and grounded on this earthly plane. And slowly move that energy up throughout your body, into your knees, into your hips, into your belly button, into your chest, through your shoulders, through your throat, through your third eye. And now I want you to imagine a beam of light going out from the top of your head and expanding into this beautiful divine universe. This beam of light is activating all of your chakras, your divine auric field, and your human body. Let the light activate the codes within you that are ready to shine their light on humanity. These awakened codes are ready to assist you in creating your own heaven on earth. Take some more deep breaths in as you feel this loving energy all over your body. And while you're in this beautiful meditative flow state, I want you to start picturing what your heaven on earth looks like. What does it feel like? Who is with you in your own heaven? What do you look like? What are you wearing? How do you smell? Really start to create this version of you that is truly living their best life. Anchoring in to this heaven on earth reality and attracting it to you with grace and ease. I want you to envision yourself lying in bed, your big, huge California king bed with the princess canopy over it, your silk sheets, and you take off your sleeping mask and you open your eyes. What are you feeling? Are you feeling joy and happiness, excitement to start your day? Are you feeling a sense of purpose and wholeness? And as you start to wake up, you wiggle your toes. You spread out in your bed and stretch and feel the silky satin sheets wrapping you with comfort and warmth. You say your morning affirmations. You anchor into the feeling that you already have all that your heart desires. Your bank account is overflowing. Your business is thriving. You have the most loving and nurturing and romantic relationship. You have people in your life that love and adore you. And just sit in this beauty of life for just a little longer. And once you're ready to start your day, start envisioning what this looks like to you. Maybe you enjoy slow mornings where you get to be intentional with your to-do list or with what you get to do that day. Maybe you wake up and you're immediately charged up with energy, so you go to the gym and have your green smoothie and get your body moving. Maybe you're taking your kids to school and being present with them and getting to enjoy the small moments. Whatever your morning day routine looks like, anchor into that, because the energy that you wake up with is the energy that sets the day. It's what you get to create that day and how you get to move about your life. And now you can start to envision what the rest of your day looks like. What lights you up? What is it that you want to do that makes you happy? Regardless of work, regardless of making money, what is your ideal day? What makes you the happiest in life? What fills your cup so that you can overflow into everything else in your life? And what your heaven looks like will be different than anybody else on this planet. And that is your unique gift. That is your talent. That is your birthright. To create a life that makes you happy, that fills you with joy. And while everybody else is living their own life, you are the only one that gets to live yours. You're the only one that can control your own reality. You no longer give your power away to others. You no longer let them decide whether you're going to be in a good mood or a bad mood. Your day is not dependent on the emotions of others. Your day is dependent on what fills your cup, what makes you happy. And there is no wrong or right way to spend your day. Maybe you even want to envision your ideal week. Every day of the week could look different. One day you could be taking a dance class. The next day you could be skydiving. What are the things that you've always wanted to do in life? Take everything else out of the equation. Money, time, skill. Maybe think back on the things that you enjoyed doing when you were a child. What did you always want to do when you grow up? What were some of the things that you wanted to do so badly as a kid, but did not or could not. Your adult life is your permission slip to do what makes your inner child happy. To let them know that it is safe, and to let your own self know that it is safe to have joy, that it is safe to play, that it is safe and accepted to experience life in its fullest expression. And as you start to create this perfect day or this perfect week, really focus on how this is making you feel. Really lean into the energy of having it all and doing whatever you please. And once you have this feeling rushing over you, anchor into it. Memorize exactly how this feels. And start to embody this little by little every single day. It's not a shift that will happen instantly overnight. It takes gradual practice and effort to create your heaven on earth. But now that you hold this vision in your mind's eye, you now know that it is possible, that it is there just waiting for you to attract it, to become the version of you that creates their heaven on earth. Take a deep breath in, hold it at the top, and let go when you're ready. We are now releasing the old version of ourselves that never felt like heaven on earth was even possible. We are now releasing the version and its limiting beliefs, fears, and doubts that this is not possible. And with every deep breath, we release. And as we release, we are making room for the version of ourself that gets to have it all, that gets to live the life that truly, truly makes us happy. The version of us that is in complete control of their destiny. The version of us that has full power to manifest beautiful things into their reality. And as we step into this new version of ourselves and expand our consciousness even further, we also allow grace, love, and compassion as we transmute our older version into the new version of our dreams. And so it is. Yee, that felt juicy. Okay, let's grab us some water. And I would love, love, love to hear in the comments what came up for you. What does your dream life look like? What were you doing with your day or your week? What are some words or what energy were you feeling? Drop that below. And come back to this when you need to, you know? There's going to be many different experiences when you're going through a guided meditation or a healing or any sort of energy work. I mean, there's times where I go through something and I feel icky and resistance and like a freaking teenager throwing a fit in my head. Like, that's not possible. Like, whatever. This is horse crap, you know? Like, and that's okay. I have to accept that that version of me is expanding and it's uncomfortable. It's not always going to be rainbows and sunshine. And you just have to really accept yourself where you're at and honor that path and give yourself grace. Like, that's just something I definitely tell everybody is just give yourself grace. Like, that's the best thing you can do for yourself is just love yourself, give yourself compassion, and give yourself grace because the healing process isn't always fun and can be messy. So, um, but if you are feeling really light and expansive and lit up, like that's really good too. There's no right or wrong way on how to feel, on how to heal, on anything in life. Like there's literally no right or wrong way, there's only your way. And that's your way. Your way is the right way. So, if I was to say there was a right way or a wrong way, there's only a right way, and it's your way. You can't mess that up. You just really can't. You might redirect a little bit, might go off the beaten path, but your inner compass will always lead you back north. Okay. So now that we have envisioned our juicy heaven on earth, let's do some light language channeling and see what comes through from my guides and for the collective. Yeah. Good burps. Okay. I'm never sure what's going to come through, if it's going to be actual human words, if I'm going to channel, light language, um, movements with my hands. You could be very new to this. This could be really weird for you. But just sit there and be open to receiving. It doesn't have to make sense. You don't have to understand what I'm saying or what I'm doing. What I'm doing is speaking to your cellular DNA and like activating codes that are already within you. You literally have to do nothing except be open to receive. That's the best part. Just get to sit there and chill while I work my magic on you. Okay, drink some water, get back in that meditative trance state where you are comfy and open to receive. You decided to incarnate in this very moment in time, in this very existence, all for a reason. You are part of the collective that is here to create their own version of heaven on earth. And the reason that you are meant to do this is so that you can be the shining example for others to follow. You may have had hard upbringings. You may have had people doubt you, tell you that what you want is not obtainable. But we are here to remind you that it is your divine birthright to have your heart's desires, to be happy with your life, to live in alignment with your soul's true purpose. Your heaven on earth is beautiful and unique because it is created from your own desires, from the compassion and love in your heart. When you create heaven on earth, you are healing the collective. You are raising the vibrations. You're making it easier for everyone else to follow in those footsteps. And the more people that can create their own heaven on earth means that we are closer and closer to living in harmony as one unified collective. Because Earth was created as a playground for joy, love, and unification. Remember your soul's intention for incarnating in this lifetime. Your unique soul imprint is the exact divine activation that this world needs to heal and to be one. Oh, shonoko nanta karshiki tikroto tuk ananta kat ut karachichi krutu krutu tu hananta kurta to urta tapa tukrutu tu. Open your heart, open your mind. Receive these words of love and light. Remember your home, your soul's divine path. Ronta kata an tuku tuk atrichi ki ananda kata onon tuk anatita tata krutututa. Rututana taka rututata etitik oturutu titirita totunanda kata tunamatata. Harita ka otututa anand kurut jira potutuna kananta tatura tata at kurut jira arri. Papa krata tonulu tu krita. Aratutur. Aratata ananda kurutu tutiriti krana nana hona nana karo ururu. Unukarata urchi arata anukurita pa uratu u. Hanana hanana kurata anana tirata horata tanana nana ku. Kuanana hurutu hata kananari. Your soul remembers. Your soul is ready to come back to the light. You are now activated and attuned to your heaven on earth. At one point I sounded like Stitch. I love it. I love it. It's crazy and I love it. And light language has been getting a lot of hate online. So if you're a hater, you need this more than anyone. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water. I've never made a video this long. It's kind of freaking awesome. She was a little drippy. I feel like I'm gonna be just such like an unhinged spiritual teacher because the randomness and the silliness and the goofiness. I used to be so serious and like thought that I had to be like super zen and peaceful and talk like, you know, I'm a very enlightened spiritual warrior. But you know what? This is me. I'm goofy, I'm silly, and I'm still spiritual, and I'm still healing, and you gotta make it fun, or else what's the point? Okay? Anyways, the fun part is now. Let's do some tapping. Let's do some tapping on creating our own heaven on earth. Okay? So, what we're gonna do is this bad boy right here, you little fleshy flesh part of your hand. And we're just gonna tap on this. And I'm gonna try to not talk so fast so that you can repeat what I'm saying. So, as I say the words, tap on your hand and repeat after me. The point of the side of the hand at first is just to get out all of those yucky feelings, and we're just gonna get out like how we feel about it and any like resistance we're having or fears and doubts. This is where we really get down to like the nitty gritty, the yucky part, and let it out so it can be released. And so that way we can like transform that energy, transmute it into something positive, juicy, and delicious, and shift our energy, our beliefs, and our freaking cellular DNA to support our heaven on earth. Love it. I want to create my own heaven on earth, but I don't know where to start. I don't even quite understand what that even means. Because, like, isn't heaven just somewhere you die and go to if you're good? Isn't heaven just like some biblical fairy tale? I mean, like, what does heaven even really mean? Is that like a place where, like, God and angels hang out? Or, like, how is that supposed to be earth? How is heaven supposed to be here when we have all these crappy things going on within our planet? How am I supposed to create anything in this time? It doesn't even seem easy or possible. Like, I genuinely don't know where to start. What do I do? This feels like really scary and kind of like some bullcrap, you know? What's the point? I mean, I do like my life as it is. It could be better. I definitely could be happier. I'm definitely not where I want to be. And I'm really not the version of myself that I know I can be. So, while this really seems like a daunting task, I am tired of this old life. I'm tired of being in the Matrix, of getting up every morning and not looking forward to my day. It's really getting old. All of the things that I have to do that I don't really want to. It's becoming harder and harder to just enjoy the little things. I feel like I've lost my spark somewhere along the way. And I'm definitely ready to get it back. I know that in order to create this heaven on earth, I'm gonna have to make some drastic changes. And that seems scary and hard. And I'm just really comfortable with where I'm at. So if things aren't terribly too bad, what's the point of changing them? I don't know. I just know that I'm meant for more in life. I'm meant to have more, to experience more, and just to be more. I know that maybe I just need help getting there. Maybe I just need a swift kick in the ass. That little nudge, that little push to send me on my way. And maybe creating my heaven on earth doesn't have to be hard. Maybe it doesn't have to have a lot of effort. I think really I just need to internally change things and focus on the things that I can do to call in more into my life. Because I'm done chasing. I'm done wishing and hoping. And I'm ready to attract. I'm ready to call in those things that I want in my life that would create my heaven on earth. And while it seems like a big road ahead, I'm about to hop in my fancy sports car and zoom right there. With my hair blowing in the wind, my favorite jam on, and not a care in the world, because I know that my heaven on earth is possible, and it's already mine. Yes! Okay. I'm gonna drink a little bit more water. It's really, 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 really important to hydrate while we're doing things like this. Okay. Now we're going to get through the energy moving part where we're going to start setting in those new beliefs. We're going to take what we once felt about creating our heaven on earth and attracting our dream life, and we're going to transmute and shift that into the things that we do want to feel about it, which is good things, right? Okay. Shoe. We're going to start on the top of the head and itch my nose first. My hands are freezing. And let's get going. Okay, again, I'm gonna tap and say some words, and you'll repeat those words before we move on to the next part of the tapping. So what I mean by the next part is we're gonna hit our meridian points, which is the top of the head, the top of the eyebrows, or above the eyebrows, your temples, right here, the side of your eyes, your cheekbones, right above your lip, under your nose, on your chin. Gonna hit those collarbones. You're gonna do a little under the armpit right here, this little muscly part, and tap right there. And you can do either side. There's no right or wrong way for that. And then the last one is going to be right here on your wrists. And that's a full sequence. So once you hit the wrist, then we're going to go right back to the top of the head. You got this. Let's go. Okay. Even though creating my own heaven on earth seems like a really big, daunting, scary journey, I love, honor, support, and forgive myself because this is new to me. I've never quite expanded myself this far before. So it's all new territory. And the unknown can be scary. It can make me feel like I don't have control of what the future holds. But it's really quite the opposite. Because in fact, I hold all the power. I have the keys to my destiny, and only I can unlock my true potential. And although this journey may have some bumps and curves along the way, I am fully here for the ride. My seatbelt is fastened and secure, and my foot is on the pedal, ready to zoom zoom right into my dream life. And even though I haven't really put much thought into what heaven on earth looks like for me, I know that my soul knows best, and that my inner compass will always lead me in the right direction. So I unsubscribe to the idea that heaven on earth doesn't exist for me. Because I can see my heaven on earth in my mind's eye already. And if I can see it, I can believe it, I can manifest it, and I can attract it. And my heaven on earth is my own sanctuary where I get to come and create all that my heart desires. No matter what it looks like to anyone else, no matter what anyone else's heaven looks like, no matter who tells me if it's right or wrong, it's all mine. So what if my heaven on earth is never working a day in my life? So what if my heaven on earth is being a stay-at-home mom? So what if my heaven on earth is owning an empire? So what if my heaven on earth is living in a little fairy cottage off-grid? The more I create and live my heaven on earth, the more I am giving permission for others to do the same. And the more people that create their heaven on earth, the more this world gets to heal. I am the living example, the proof in the pudding. And what I say goes in my world. And people get to choose whether they're a part of my world or not. But more so, I get to choose. I get to choose who and what is in my heaven on earth. And the beauty in that is that I hold all of the power. I'm no longer giving it away to others. I'm no longer letting others decide how my mood is going to be or how my day goes. I am deciding that every single day that I am alive and breathing, I am creating heaven on earth. And I allow and accept the divine timing of this creation. I love, honor, accept, forgive, support myself. And I'm excited to embark on this journey. No matter how long or short this journey might be for me, remember, I'm buckled in for this ride. and we are pedal to the metal, baby. I allow myself to have fun with this, to really be present and intentional with every single thing that I do to create my heaven on earth. Some days I may feel really far from that place. And some days I could be so close, I can taste it. But no matter where I am in this external reality, I know that heaven on earth always, always, always lives inside me. And while it may be a little challenging to bring this into my reality, I know that every step of the way is worth it and is supported. Because there's nothing more beautiful in this life than loving yourself and loving every day with your whole heart. I no longer wake up in the morning without purpose. I wake up and I am excited to create my heaven on earth, because this new creation has given me the purpose and drive that my soul has been longing for. Everything that I need to create this life is already within me. And I am now tapped in to that juicy feeling of what it's like to truly, truly live my heaven on earth. And as I embody this version of me more and more every day, what seems so far away is closer and closer, until I open my eyes one day and the reality really sets in that I am currently living my own version of heaven on earth. And once I've reached that beautiful pinnacle, it could very much change. And my desires could be different. And then the process begins to start again. And I create an even better version of my heaven on earth. Because this process, this divine journey, is ever expanding, ever evolving, and always supporting me in my dreams. Because my heaven on earth is my own gift to this world. My light codes are now activated, and I am living in my most wealthiest, abundant, and happiest timeline. I am already the version of me that has everything my heart desires. I am already living my own heaven on earth. Yay! Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what your heaven looks like, babe. Oh, it's gonna be so good. So juicy and transformative. Okay. Really, really, really thank you for rocking it with me for the past hour. My video could be shorter than that because I'm gonna chop some up of it. But I've been sitting here with you and your beautiful soul for 60 whole minutes. And that means the absolute world to me. Like, I have tears coming up right now because this is all I've ever wanted to do. I've always wanted to just sit here and be myself and get paid to exist and to share my gifts and to activate the light codes within you, because seriously, once my light codes were activated and I found light language, it was like miracles literally happened. Everything that I had been feeling stuck on started moving, things started happening, I started attracting quickly. Like, it really was the catalyst in my life that's brought me the most joy and purpose. And I'm not always sure every day what. I know my video is just gonna cut off at the end. I just had like a panic attack because I'm wrapping up this hour-long video and my phone runs out of storage because it's an hour-long video. And it just cut off. And then I go look, and my hour-long video is not in my phone. I really thought that my very first long video where I felt the most myself I've ever felt was just poof, gone in the ethers. So I ripped off all of my recording equipment and took a breath and deleted like 2,000 things out of my phone. I don't even know what I deleted. I just started deleting and turned my phone off. I restarted it and recovered my video. So here we are ending this video. Those evil entities really thought they were going to bring me down and not get this word out. But it's too strong and it's meant for you. So here it is. Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know where my train of thought was going at the end of this video, but I do know that I'm so thankful for you. I'm so appreciative. Me doing this video was literally my epiphany of this is my heaven on earth. I'm currently living my own version of heaven on earth that I have been creating for the past 3 or 4 years. And it's just a milestone, and I'm really happy that you're here to share it with me. I couldn't think of any better group of people to be on this journey with and to just be living life. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much from the depths and bottom of my heart. I love you, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and I support you always, always, always. Now say it with me. Now go make magic in this beautiful divine world. Okay, love you, bye.